We're about to get started here in just 5 minutes, y'all. Let me put it up here and let y'all know. We almost ready. I'm just trying to hype up real quick. Check 1, 2. We're in the building, yo. What's going on? Oh, yeah, we about to get started now. Here we go. Here we go. I'm a man on fire. Here we go. I'm a man on fire. Here we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the Too Much Moxie podcast. I am your humble host, Too Much. And we're going to talk about modern women versus the Bible. This is another episode of Meeting After the Meeting. And we're going to do a deep dive on the modern woman and what the Bible has to say. You know, because a lot of these so-called modern women claim to be Christian. But the truth is, it's all cap. I don't see now none Christian woman in modern women. Just don't see it. But we're about to talk about it. We're about to get into it. We're going to see what thus saith the Lord on the matter. We're going to read it straight from the Bible. We're just going to talk about, I'm not usually in, going down this path and talking about the Bible, but we're going to do it today. Because I feel it's much needed. It really is, and we're going to do a deep dive into Proverbs 31. And we're going to match up this so-called modern woman with the Proverbs 31 woman of the Bible and see if there are any comparisons, if there are any differences. What are they doing wrong? What are they doing right? We're going to talk about it. We're going to do a deep dive into it. Like I said, I normally don't go off into this spiritual realm of the Bible here, but I got to say that it's still relevant today. I mean, as much as we want to say the Bible is old school or Old Testament or outdated, I beg to differ. How's that? I beg to differ. I beg to differ that the Bible is so outdated. I bet you I could show you some things in the Bible that probably may not be in practice today, but it's still going on in this time. It's still applicable today. Now, whether we choose it or we choose something else, whatever we choose, it's our choice, right? You got to live with the consequences. But let's do a deep dive, man. I want to talk about the Bible. I want to talk about the Proverbs 31 woman. I want to talk about the modern day women, what we have going on, the dilemma going on in America. What is everybody talking about? Why are people bashing women? Why are people holding women accountable? Why are modern women, such the topic today? Black women especially. What is going on in this realm? That's what we're here to talk about right now. What's going on in this space? What does the Bible have to say? I got a clip for y'all, man. I gotta be honest with y'all. I like that holy preaching. If I'm gonna be honest, I like that preaching where the pastor just tells you exactly what it is and exactly what it ain't. I can listen to that. I can stomach that. Not all the hooping and the hollering, that's cool, but it's not cool. But when someone can just be direct and say, this is what the Bible say, and then hold up you hold up the mirror to the person and you say, do you match? Are you accountable? Because we live in a society today where we're so sensitive. We don't want to talk about these subjects that's going on. We don't want nobody to tell us what we should be doing, but we want to be able to do it and not feel judged. Everybody says you're kind of judgy or you're kind of preachy, or people talk like that now. If you criticize them, give them any kind of constructive criticism, you're judgy, you're preachy, you're what you think you're too perfect, or no, man, I'm trying to I want to see you do better. I don't want to see you doing this. I don't want to see you walking around acting like a child, like there's no consequences to your actions, because that's what you're doing. You're saying, don't judge me, but you don't know there's a consequence that comes with that. So I'm trying to help you, but you don't want to be judged. But it's okay. It's okay. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. This is the channel for the men, so I'm about to help you guys. This is the meeting after the meeting, man. I'm going to help you guys, man, because a lot of people think Proverbs 31 doesn't talk about a man, but he talks about the man first. Proverbs 31 is talking about the man first, and then it tells you what the woman is and what the woman is good for, what the woman's value is. What should a woman be bringing to the table? I think Proverbs 31 thoroughly explains it. I mean, if we ever want to know how men choose women or how men think about women, ladies who come to this space and watch, Proverbs 31 is a good start. And don't say, no man wants that. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. This is what men want. I'm gonna speak for all men right here. I'm gonna verify this list real quick. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna fall under the anointing right now. The anointing, the Holy Spirit is about to drip on my head. I'm about to give you the thus saith the Lord, just real quick. But before I start that, before I even go off into that, man, I wanna, I always gotta start out with something. I always gotta read y'all some things. I always got to reach out some things real quick. See if I can pull it up here. Christianity is a faith that has been around for centuries. It has withstood the test of time and continues to be one of the most popular religions in the world. One of the things that makes Christianity so unique is its view on women. Christianity has always been a religion that has placed a high importance on family values. That's key right there, ladies and gentlemen. Family values. Okay, thank you for that, Siri. Appreciate it. Uh, what was that? Christianity has always been a religion that has been placed high importance on family. This is evident in the way that they view women. Think about that. Where do you think you get traditional gender roles from? It comes from society and cultures, but also comes straight from the Bible. Straight from the Bible, y'all. I gotta move these glasses to see real quick. For Christian women for Christians, women are seen as the homemakers and caregivers. They are responsible for raising the children and keeping the household running smoothly. Who's keeping the household running smoothly? Is it the man's job? Or is that the woman's job? Who's keeping the house running smoothly? Or are we both chasing the bag? Are we both chasing the bag? Are we both chasing a career? Is that what we're doing? Is this the power couple that we're talking about? We both want to chase the bag? Is that where we're going? I don't know. I don't know. Let's read some more, man. I like to just enlighten your mind a little bit. Well, there's still some debate about whether or not women be allowed to hold positions of power. The modern view of women is that they are just as capable as men. Women are seen. I skipped. Let me go back to the top. Modern women views. Modern views of women have changed dramatically over the last few centuries. Oh, I really skipped. Sorry about that. Okay, let me go back up. Christianity has always been a religion that has placed high importance on family values. This is evident in the way that they view women. For Christians, women are seen as homemakers and caregivers. They're responsible for raising the children and keeping the household running smoothly. While this may seem like traditional view, it's one that is still held by many Christians today. So many Christians still hold this view, you guys, that the women are homemakers and caregivers. Modern views of women have changed dramatically over the last few centuries. Women are seen as equals to men and are given the same opportunities and rights. Now I'm for that. Just so you know that I'm for equal opportunity. I'm for equal rights, but equal to a man. What do you mean? I got to stress that. What do you mean? Because I don't know. When you talk about equal, I mean like men know that all men aren't equal. Okay, so that's where I kind of get equal. You have equal opportunity. Yeah, you should have the choice to want to be want to work or want to be a stay-at-home mom and wife and family. You should have those. You should definitely have those choices. But equal to a man, we're pushing it. We're pushing it. They are no longer confined to home and are now able to pursue their own career goals. While there is still some debate about whether or not women should be allowed to hold positions of power, the modern view of women is that they are just as capable as men. Man, that's a view you can have. You are just as capable. Man, I'm not. We see that, but we still know that men are just designed differently. We're designed to handle more, more stress, more weight, more everything than the woman. Competing with the man, it's not what men want. We don't want our women competing against us. We want our women working with us. If that makes any sense. We won't want them competing against us, but we do want them working with us. Modern views of women have changed dramatically. Last century, women are seen as equal. Okay, we read that already. Oh, blah blah blah. So, how do these two views compare? In general, Christians believe that women should stay at home and take care of the family, while modern women believe that they should be able to pursue their own dreams and goals. There are pros and cons to both viewpoints, but in the end, it comes down to what each individual woman wants for herself. Christian teachings about women have changed over time, but modern views and women continue to evolve. It'll be interesting to see where this trend leads in the future. I can already tell you, I can be the Nostradamus and tell you where it's going to lead to if it keeps going down the path it's going down to right now. I can go ahead and just, how you say, dispel that myth. But we don't have to wait for the future. We're seeing the future right now. We're seeing America is the social experiment of the world. If you want to prevent something happening in in your country, watch it go on in America first, and then you can be like, nah, we don't want that here because we see what it's doing to that country already. America, the great social experiment, the case study. I don't know how long America's going to last, especially with all these wars going on, things like that. We're not going to touch on that right now. But I will tell you, you need to pay attention to what's going on in the world events. Things are going on, things are happening. Gas prices are going high for a reason. Um, you just got to protect yourself, and you got to be ready at all times. This is the world here. There's a game of a game of a game of a game of a game being playing, and you have to ask yourself, are you even in the game? Most of us are not. We're sitting on the sidelines watching, and we're collateral damage most of the time. So if you don't want to be collateral damage, keep watching this channel. Especially, we're going to teach you how to level up, get your game to another level. And we're not just always going to talk about modern women. We're going to talk about other things, but we have to fix this thing between men and women that we're going through right now. We have to give it some due diligence. We have to put our time into this and do a deep dive and deep study of why men and women are disagreeing today and are choosing not to work with each other and work individually for their own selfish gains rather than working in the confines of a family, a structure, and a duty-based system. So let's get into it. I want to start out with a video real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna go into it. But I want somebody. Rail sent me this clip. Pastor Gino Jennings or something like that. I believe that's what. Yeah, Gino Jennings. Maybe you guys heard of him. Maybe you guys like him. Maybe you don't. I don't know the guy. I don't know the pastor. But let me tell you, I like this kind of style of preaching. I like a man that's able to tell you, hey, this is black and white. We need some people to go black and white. I'm tired of people saying, oh, that's gray area. I don't want to touch it. No, we need some people to go into those gray areas and say, this is black and this is white. So we get some clarity. So we don't have all this ambiguity, all this wayward thinking. We need strong, firm belief, strong, firm foundation. So this is what I like about this guy. We're going to go ahead and cue the video up. And I'm hoping the audio is working here where you guys can hear it as well as see it. Blow this up right here. It's about 13-minute clip. I don't know if we're gonna watch the whole thing, but we're gonna watch a little bit of it. It's called "Close Your Quiver." Let's get into it, modern women. What does the Bible have to say about your quiver? What does the Bible have to say about? Let's hear one of these preachers preach. That's what I'm trying to get you to do, sisters. Stand up. Keep it tight. Mm. Oh, hold on. I noticed something unique about this guy's church already. What's the first thing you guys noticed about this church right there? Just by looking at the audience, you're seeing women on one side, and I bet if we look over, we're gonna see men on the other side. So I'm already liking this church because he's separating. They're not sitting together, they're separate. The women are sitting on one side, and if you look in the back of his pulpit, there's no women on the pulpit. Now, y'all may think that's crazy. Y'all may think, oh, women should be, there has to be some order. And it seems like this guy know the order. We should be under a patriarchy, not a matriarchy, okay? Matriarchies don't work. Patriarchs do. They've been proven. I already know some things about this dude. Man in the background, man in the pulpit already. Let me let it play, because obviously this is just a clip. This ain't the real thing. Let's let it play. Mm. Yep, the man on one side, ladies on the other side. Look, you can tell. They do what? Open her quiver against every arrow. Okay, hold on. Hold on. We gotta fix this. Let's see if this fix it right here. They say it's too low. Hold on. Okay, that seems a little bit louder. All right, I'm gonna stop it right there because I'm about to be this guy. I'm about to be the pastor right now. I'm about to interpret before he interprets. Now let me tell you, I watched this video, but I don't know his sermon. I don't know what he's gonna say. But I like this right here. Ecclesiastes 26:10. Let's go into it, people. Watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespasses against thee. Let me just pull it up because he was reading something else. But Ecclesiastes is a wonderful book, man. I'm telling you, if you never read the book of Ecclesiastes, you should read it. It's a very good read. It's in the Bible that you say you believe in. You should, if you are a Christian, you should know about the book of Ecclesiastes. Let me see. Oh, you mean this whole time, y'all, the video wasn't up? I'm thankful I got people out here watching me, making sure I'm on my square because I'll be struggle streaming over here. But we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. We might even rewind it back now so y'all can see what he was talking about because there was a whole demonstration that this guy was doing, and the audio was too low, so we had to turn it up. But we're gonna look up Ecclesiastes 26:10 real quick. Ecclesiastes 26:10. We're gonna look it up. Ecclesiastes 26 verse 10. Gonna bring it up. Uh-oh. This guy seemed to know the scriptures in the Bible. He know his Bible. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and translate this old King James freaking English that y'all like. If your daughter is promiscuous, you keep a good watch on her. You keep a leash on her even. You put up guards to follow her even. You have the brothers of that community watch over her, lest she be sexually liberated. Lest she be sexually liberated. And we know what sexually liberated women are doing right now. Right now, sexually liberated women have more body counts than men. Let's talk about that, modern women. Why is it that you got so much body counts that a nigga can't even ask you? He's afraid. Where are the virgins at? Damn. I'm about to get into it, y'all. Modern women versus the Bible. If your daughter is shameless, if she's out there doing things she ain't supposed to be doing, you better watch her. You better put a leash on her. You better bug her phone. You better get all her social media accounts. Okay, you better be monitoring that. Man, these kids today are talking that grown up stuff on the video game. You got to monitor that. If your daughter is acting shameless, if she's doing it, what happened to shaming the family? We've gotten so out of control that we're not even shaming. We don't want to shame that. We don't want to shame our loved ones. We don't want to shame them. We don't want to be judgy. We don't want to be preachy. We don't want to tell them the truth. We want to say it's okay, seventh, eighth grade girl to dress like a grown woman in her 20s and 25 and wear makeup and wear these short shorts and short skirts to school while you're really trying to focus on education. But we want you to be socially accepted, so we don't care. Do you, boo? You're going to figure it out. That's how we're sending our daughters out into the world. We're saying, do you, boo? You're going to figure it out. Are the men that are in the home, are they even raising daughters now? Are you raising independent women or are you raising wives? Because that's what the market needs. The market needs wives, not independent women. If thy daughter is shameless, keep her straightly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch. This is from the Bible, y'all. This is straight, time tested and proven. And I don't, this is real more up Terrell the King's alley. I like letting him preach on things, but he's not here today, so I got to do his job for him. Y'all know my code. Y'all know who my host is. He goes to church every Sunday. That's a God-fearing man right there. Me, I'm just righteous, y'all. I can't help it. I'm just righteous. I don't do anything that I feel like I can't look at myself in the mirror. If I can't sleep good at night, I did something wrong. If I can't look at myself in the mirror, I'm living a lie. I always say this, man, there's no such thing as right or wrong decisions. There are just decisions that you make and decisions that you make right. I don't think as men we have the luxury to make bad decisions, especially in today's climate. Women don't give men leeway to mess up. You get a short lease with a woman to mess up. 6 months to a year, 2 years max, and then she's out the door if you don't figure out how to fix this financial thing. We don't give men leeway. We want them to be perfect right now. But we're still talking about these modern women in the Bible. I'm about to show you that Proverbs 31 talks about the man first. Then he goes into the woman. We're about to get into it. We're about to tackle it. I'm about to go back to this clip because y'all wasn't able to hear it. Y'all wasn't able to see it. I might just start it from where it's at, and he'll go back into the quiver thing. But I want y'all to hear this sermon. This is what you need to be hearing on a Sunday. Not that manifestation, go to God like he's a genie in the lamp and ask for anything and think that he's going to help you while you living in sin. If you let me tell you something. If I give you some money, right? Let's say you're my kid and I'm paying for your college. If I pay for that college, I expect you to follow my rules because I'm paying for that mother. I'm paying for it. So when I expect you to get an education, I expect you to go there with the mindset for learning, not that other distraction that these other kids face. If I pay for it, my rules. That's all I'm saying. If I pay for it, my rules. Let's get into the video, y'all. Get into it. Let's get into it. Let's really do a deeper. Let's let this pastor preach.
Watch over an impudent eye.
Watch over an impotent eye.
And marvel not if she trespass against thee.
Don't be surprised when she do wrong.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
Listen.
Amen.
She will open her mouth
as a thirsty traveler,
like a traveler that's thirsty.
When he hath found the fountain.
When he found the fountain.
And drink of every water near her.
And what?
By every hedge will she sit down.
And
upon her quiver, and open her quiver.
And open her quiver.
Against every arrow. Open her quiver.
Look at all them men on one side, y'all.
Open her quiver.
Bible says she'll open her quiver against
every arrow.
Every arrow. Man, you're the arrow.
That's right.
Woman, you got the quiver to make man shiver.
That's right.
Go ahead with your fancy words, sir.
That's
right.
The
Bible spoke plain.
And open her quiver.
I come along with the word of God to tell our women, close your quiver.
That's right.
Close your quiver.
Hallelujah.
Close your quiver.
Give me. Jay, give me those 2 chairs. Give me that chair right there. Real quick, brother. Give me that chair right there. And give me that chair next to John. Set both of them right there.
Make this bigger.
Set both of them right there.
Amen.
I want to make an example.
Make an example, Gino. Pass it. I don't know this guy, but I like him already. I can see that order and structure in his
about right here in the front. Right there. That's good. All right.
Amen.
That's good. Now, I want to make this example. Sisters, this is what I'm trying to get you to do. Are you getting me?
That's right.
I want this whole first row of men. Stand up.
My Lord, my Lord.
Stand up. Now, sisters, I'm trying to get you to do this. Keep it tight.
That's right.
But many of you are so wild and so hard here, you don't want to listen at your mother and don't want to listen at your fathers. And some of you don't respect your mother because your mother quiver is open just as wide as yours.
That's right.
So, holiness wants you to do this.
Right.
But when you out there in the street and in your satanic mega churches,
right,
this is what you do.
Open her quiver. That's right.
I want this whole line. So I want that, brother. Come on, get in one line. Follow me. They don't go around it. They see the quiver. Come on, follow me.
Open her quiver against every arrow.
They do what?
Open her quiver against every arrow.
They do what?
Open her quiver against every arrow.
They do what?
Open her quiver against every arrow. My Lord, my Lord.
All right, you arrows, go back and sit down.
Was he preaching that?
Now, come here, young man. Yeah, come here. Come here, young man. Now, how old are you, son? 13? Oh, you're going to be tall. Now, as a result of the quiver not willing to close.
Right.
Child come.
That's right.
That's deep.
But because her quiver is open so wide, and so many arrows been shooting.
Right.
Wow.
Don't know who the father is.
That's right.
Wow. Wow.
So what happened?
That's right.
You become a single woman, forced to be father and mother.
Oh, yes.
Raising young men and young girls.
That's right.
And to do that, you got to be a strong woman.
That's right.
Now, holiness had to teach this young man how to be a man. If not, you know what he gonna do?
Go do the same thing.
That's right.
The cycle.
That's right.
Because nobody taught him. Nobody was there to show him. See, that's the thing. Let me pause it right here. Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
And by the time he's 16,
nobody was. Listen up. I'm not bashing single women right now. I'm not bashing single mothers right now. I'm not bashing them. But listen what happens. What often happens is the same man that you don't like, that you done kicked out your house, and you decided to raise this baby by yourself, now your son is becoming that man without even that man being in the house. Or a different version of that man, where he's repeating the same exact cycle. That's some good preaching, y'all. This brother is preaching. Let me. Ooh, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it.
17.
Yeah.
And nothing but a child himself.
That's right.
He's going to end up a father. Now, what a 16 or 17 baby going to tell a baby?
Amen.
Nothing.
What kind of information could he give it? He's immature. He's inexperienced.
That's right.
He's naive. He don't know the streets.
That's right.
He'll become a product of what he see in front of him.
Amen.
So holiness comes with rough teaching. Put a board in his back.
Yeah.
Teach him that his mindset and his intelligence is not where his belt is.
That's right.
Talk back to me.
You got some white people in the church too.
Are you listening?
That's right.
So holiness, tell our sisters.
Yes.
Tell our sisters what, Pastor? Are y'all getting this, man?
That's right.
Y'all better watch this. Keep that thing closed.
All right, listen.
Amen.
I don't care what brother comes.
Get him, Pastor. Get him.
That's right.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Holiness.
That's right.
Let me stop it right there.
That's right.
Are you listening?
Y'all know he was just faking that, right? Y'all know he wasn't under the spirit doing that, right? Y'all know he was just being facetious, right? I don't know how many churches I've been to, black churches especially, where we got these shit about a Honda Christians shucking and jiving, dancing, falling out even. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get on y'all. I'm sorry if you do that. I'm gonna have to get on y'all. I don't care. Doing all that stuff, and then y'all the biggest cussers in the church. Y'all the biggest fornicators in the church. Y'all the biggest liars, the biggest gossipers. Come on, in the whole damn building, and y'all the main one. Lord Jesus, crying on the pulpit and all that stuff. Doing all that stuff, claiming y'all got the Holy Ghost. But y'all motherfuckers is ratchet. Y'all is the evilest, dirtiest, downest. Man, some of y'all, a lot of y'all women, hey, again, I'm not bashing single mothers. Y'all come with baggage, man. Y'all be up in the church with your legs wide open, your short miniskirt with 3-4 kids, looking for the next victim, looking for the next wayward, church-going, naive brother, simp beta male to come rescue you and lead your family of kids that guy didn't even birth. And y'all expect him to be, y'all expect, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But y'all better go back to holiness. We got to get these modern women to focus on holiness because they don't have no purpose. I see what it is. They don't have no purpose. What is gonna bind a modern woman to say, I want to be faithful to this man, if it's not a duty? Modern women don't have a duty to anyone but themselves. I don't care how delusional they are about their God, because their God is not the same God of the Bible. These modern women, their God is not the same God of the Bible. It's not what this guy's preaching. That's for sure. Because they quiver is wide open and stay open. Like I said, these women have more body counts than men. It used to be men would brag about how many body counts they got, and they could still count on their hand, one hand. And brothers thought he was the man, the myth, and the legend. Now, can't say that. These women body count is 10, 20, 30 times exponentially greater than yours. They have way more experience than you. So you come into the bedroom and you can't impress them at all because they are looking at you like, you don't know what you're doing? They know. Oh, you just a minute and a half? You can't do 15, 20, 30? They're coming in, demanding, making all these requests. Like, hey, man, I got to get mines too. All these requests they wasn't making before. That's because they quiver is wide open. And I don't know if this is I gotta Google the stats on this. I probably should Google it right now. But I think they did a scientific study that shows that if a woman has a higher body count than 5 people, if she has more than 5 body counts, the probability of you having a successful marriage goes down. If she just had more than 5 body counts, more than 5 different partners, the chances of her having a long-term successful marriage or relationship goes down. That's what people don't know. It goes down. And higher than 5, I think it's at like, if you get to like 20, 30 different bodies, you might as well say you're never gonna be able to pair bond with a man ever. They say your pair bond is off. Like if a woman has more than 10, 20, 30 different partners, it's very difficult for her to pair bond with the husband or the man that she chose. So those women with higher than 30 body counts, men, if you find out a woman has more than 30 body counts, just cut her off, man. She's for the streets. She's always going to be for the streets. She's never coming back. She can't pair bond anymore. I think that's a scientific study. I'll Google that to get the exact fit. But I think they did a study on that where they said if a woman has more than 30 sex partners, she cannot pair bond with a male. So that's something else to think about. Let's go back to this Pastor Gino Jennings, man. And then we're going to get into this Proverbs 31. Let's get into this Pastor Gino and close your quiver message he's talking about. Because that's what
Amen.
I really believe that's what women
Doesn't
do.
make no sense to keep having babies and you're not married.
That's right.
And you're struggling to take care of one.
That's right.
Make no sense. Look, he getting on. Go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead.
Right. In the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4,
says what?
And at verse 1.
Be quick.
Better it is to have no children.
Better. It is
to have no children.
To have no children.
And to have virtue.
And to have virtue.
For the memorial thereof is immortal.
Did you hear this?
Amen.
The Bible says what?
Better it is to have no children and to have virtue. For the memorial.
All you women out there who want to freeze your eggs, men, if you run into women who have their eggs frozen, just run. Because those type of women, it's better for you to have no children than to bring a child into the world without the structure of a father and mother and a home and a family structure in place. I like this pastor, man. I might have to subscribe to this channel, throw him a couple dollars, man. Just on GP.
Memorial thereof is immortal.
My young sisters and young brothers, there's no sin to be a virgin.
That's right.
Oh,
did you hear what I said?
That's right.
Wow. By the way, y'all know most men are virgins today. There are more men past the age of 30 who are still virgins than there was ever before in any time period. We can't say that about the women. But we can really say that there are 30, 40-year-old virgins out there still that are male. AC Green was one of them. Y'all remember that story on AC Green? AC Green said he was a virgin and he's playing in the NBA, and people couldn't believe it. Like, you're a virgin and you're in the NBA? Like, all this contention that you're getting and you still? Yeah. Can't say that about women today. We can't find a virgin nowhere. Man, we traveling. Where in the US can you find a virgin of age of 18 and over? Matter of fact, 18 is even too young. 21 and over. Where can you find a virgin who is 21? Very few and far between, I'll tell you. But you look hard enough, you're gonna find a man that's a virgin. you ain't gotta look for it. You ain't gotta count past 10.
Stop thinking it's a crime.
Yeah.
Because you're not having sex.
Amen.
See, the preachers don't teach this.
No way.
They sure don't.
Oh, no.
They sure don't.
They get bitch telling you, woman, you're loose. Well, see, that's just it. You're too loose.
Too loose.
The modern woman is too loose.
It's no sin to be a virgin.
That's right.
No sin.
It don't make you a man because you're spilling seed in every woman.
That's right.
It doesn't make you a woman because you can't count the amount of men you've been with.
Amen.
What in the world did you prove?
Yeah.
The manhood don't hang between your legs.
That's right.
It ain't a man or woman walking
Look
there.
at how these women
that's
are
a
dressed.
real man.
This is the
or that's a
real
real
holiness
woman.
church, y'all. You see that? Some of y'all might be like, that's shocking. Like, man, I don't even want to move outside the house like that. Some of y'all thinking like, who are they husbands, right? Oh, hold on. I think I saw a man in the back right there. Yeah, I see a man sitting on that side. That must not be women and men. Well, no, I think it still is. I see two men back there now, but mostly women on this side. But look at the dress attire. Their legs ain't wide open. They ain't wearing all this crazy stuff. They going to church to get the word, y'all. They going to church to get fed. They going to church to hear that thus saith the Lord from their pastor. They're not dressed like they're going to the club. They're not dressed like they're trying to impress their neighbor. Matter of fact, the girl in the front row don't even have no damn makeup on. Where the Muppet eyelashes at? She don't even have the Muppet eyelashes. God damn. She is as basic as you can get. But she's there in church, and she's there, you know what? I got to hear this message. This guy, I believe this guy got some wives in his church, man. That's what I believe. Let me finish this playing this.
Until you obey the real God.
That's right.
Now, many of you will get offended and say, Pastor Jennings, listen, I know you're right, but I made a lot of mistakes. I didn't have no one to tell me nothing.
So?
Don't repeat your mistakes.
That's right.
Don't be naive.
Don't be naive.
Don't let some fella just throw a few dollars in your face and that make you so happy and so giddy.
Yeah.
Until money just make you raise up your skirt like someone pulling up shades.
That's right.
And money make you voluntarily unsnap your bra like you about to breastfeed your child.
She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
She would open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
When he has found the fountain.
When he have found the fountain.
And drink of every water near her, by every hedge will she sit down.
Every man that come to church ain't church-minded.
No way. No.
That's why
He's talking about church-minded men.
some men don't like my toughness in preaching.
That's right. I don't like that.
Everybody have different backgrounds, and all those backgrounds come in church. Jesus told his apostles, I make you fishers of men. He ain't say you just gonna catch goldfish.
No.
A man that's a fisherman, when he throw that net out, All kind of things that he didn't want is in there.
That's right.
But with Jesus, when the net is thrown out, regardless of what's in that net, God said, all souls are mine.
Oh, hold on. I see what's going on. Look at that. This brother has more men than women in his church. I see now. That's why you saw specks of men on the other side with the women, because this church is overran by men, not by women. Wow. 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 That's unheard of, y'all. Usually when I go to churches, there's a majority of women and specks of men. This brother has a church, majority of men, specks of women. That's not sexist, y'all. That's leadership. You know, this guy is it's one thing about leading a woman, right? But if you're able to lead another man, you're an effective leader. Automatically, you're an effective leader, because men require more than women require for leadership. We're looking at you like, hey, brother, you better be who you say you are. If you're gonna have me at this, you better damn near walk on water and be Jesus himself if we're gonna follow you. Especially black men. That's how black men. We you got to be a strong leader because we're already in rebellious. So if you can get a group of black men to follow another black man, you know that man is an effective leader. He's doing something right. He's practicing what he's preached. If another man admires that man, that's a man. You know he got the great honor. Let's go back into it, man. This dude, I'm sorry, man. I just got sidetracked when I saw a sea of men in this church, man, and where the no women at? Golly.
That's right.
So then holiness teach you how to be a real man, a real woman. There's baby, daughter, woman, but then there's lady.
That's right.
Someone said, I'm a real woman. That's very nice, but are you a lady?
Are you refined?
That's right.
A woman and a lady is two different things.
Yeah.
Anybody can be. Yeah, you're born a woman.
You can be a woman. You out there like this.
Yeah. All masculine.
Are you getting what I'm telling you?
That's right.
You ain't no man because you slap some woman.
No.
You beat her and kick her. That don't make you no man.
Oh, no.
Because you got 5, 10, 15 babies and you brag about you don't take care of them, you ain't no man.
No.
In fact, you worse than a bum. Even roaches take care of their own.
That's right.
Oh, wow. Even roaches take care of their own. All right, y'all. Man, y'all saw this pastor, man. Modern women versus the Bible. Do they line up? Do they match up to the Bible that they say they believe in? Here's what else I know. Most Christians that say they're Christians have never read their Bible. You've been sitting with this Bible for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years of your life, and you still haven't read the whole thing yet? You still haven't read from beginning to max? How long are they going to take you? What are you supposed to do? Show up to church every Sunday and just get preached to? Okay, maybe you make it to Bible study and you get a few sermons, but are they going through the whole book of the Bible in Bible study? Are you consistently going? Are you not skipping the days? Modern woman, we know who your God is. It's not the God of the Bible. It's the God of consumptionism, consumerism. That's your God. You have an insatiable appetite. An insatiable appetite. You're so thirsty. You're so hungry for things that you can't provide for yourself. So you have to resort to manipulation, seduction, sexual transactions to get the things that you want in life. When all your answers, all your problems is wrapped up in a man. Let's be honest with it. It's wrapped up in a man. If you can cooperate with a man, you can get whatever you want. You can get whatever you need. But you can't. Your ego, your pride, your own masculine energy that you feel is so powerful that you've been craving since the beginning of time. Don't let me go back to Adam and Eve on y'all. Eve was not a woman with good nature. The nature of woman, I question it. Has it ever been good like the pictures that we paint to ourselves? Because, men like to pedestalize women, especially the Western world. We like to pedestalize women. Put them on this pedestal. Say that women don't look at the outside, women only look at the inside. Women look through your disability and see you. That's what we're hoping that these women are. Because that's what men want. But they're not really like that. I can go back to Adam and Eve in the Bible. Who bit from the apple first? Who deceived who? Yeah, we could blame it on the man. We know God told Adam not to touch that thing. But he was a weak beta male and he listened to the woman. And ended up getting himself kicked out. I'm about oh my God. Let me tell you, I'm about to talk about the real Garden of Eden. I'm about to do a deep dive into the kingdom of heaven suffers violence and the violent take it by force. If you know that scripture, I'm about to do a deep dive on that, and I'm about to show you where the kingdom of heaven is on earth. And where actually it is suffering violence to this day. And people are extracting the precious metals and gold and values out of this country. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence and the violent take it by force. I'm going to do a deep dive on that. I'm not going to go into that right now. We're going to get into it, though. I don't know why I got to preach to y'all today, man. I don't know why I got to go into my bachelor's in biblical studies bag on y'all, man. Why y'all force me to do this, modern women? I got to go into my Bible bag just so y'all know that y'all know that I know what I'm talking about. Don't make me go into this bag, y'all. I'm about to go into this bag. Let's look at the Proverbs 31 woman. Do I have it up here? Oh man, that's it. Okay. Ain't nothing to bring it back up. I'm gonna read the whole Proverbs for y'all. I gotta read this whole thing out. We're gonna use the NIV version. We ain't gonna do the King. We ain't gonna do the thus and the thous and the thieves. But I'm gonna do my best. I don't like. I'll be honest, man. I can read Hebrew. I can read Greek. I can speak a little Hebrew. Aleph, Bet, Dalet, Gimel, Hey, Bab, Zion. I can say the alphabet, things like that. And I can say phrases and read little words and understand. You read it from, from the left to right, or the right to left. So anyway, I'm gonna read it from the translation I have here, but I'm gonna do my best to try to get the real essence of what it's saying out of it, not just the paraphrasing that it loves to do. But just to show you that Proverbs 31 starts out speaking to the man first, we're gonna read Proverbs 31 from the beginning of the chapter all the way to its end. Listen, my son of my womb. Listen, my son, the answer to my prayers. He's about to hit it. Do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who ruin kings. Do not, young men between the ages of 17 and 35, spend all your strength, all your money, all your time, all your dates, all your tricking on women. That is how you ruin a king. Men, when you graduate from high school, high off testosterone, ready to take on the challenges of women and the world, job, factory, making money. Do not focus on the women of today, especially in today's time. I'm going to keep telling you this, man. Women are not checking for you because you don't have the bag. Now, unless you were born into a rich family and you got inheritance money and you're looking rich and you like you got the bag and you don't even know what the hell you're doing with your life, you get to walk around and you're just like just a rich kid. Life is good for you. Carry on. For the rest of the world, for those who come from humble beginnings, who have to work for everything they get, who have to scrap and become a better man to get to the bag, leveling up. This is for y'all. Do not, it's coming straight from the Bible. You don't want to believe me? Let's believe the Bible, goddammit. What the hell do I know, right? How can I give you advice, right? Let's go with the Bible say then. Do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who ruin king. It is not for kings, Lemuel. He's talking to Lemuel, his son. He's talking to the king of Lemuel. He's talking to King Lemuel. This is the past king talking to the future king. It's not for kings, Lemuel. It's not for kings to drink wine. It's not for rulers to crave beer. Lest they drink and forget about what has been decreed. Lest they forget their own laws and break them. See, kings aren't supposed to be drinking and drunkards and wine. You got to be a certain caliber of dude in order to run the world. In order to be a king and to run a village and run a township, to run a country, to become a president even. Congressman, you're cut from a different cloth. He's saying, do not partake in the things that other people partake in because that's foolishness. And you need to be sober-minded. It's coming straight from the Bible, y'all. I'm not making this stuff up, man. I may be adding my own commentary to it, but y'all better read it. Proverbs 31 doesn't just address women. It addresses the man first. But we about to get on the ladies in a minute. Let beer be for those who are perishing and wine for those who are in anguish. Let them drink and forget their poverty and remember their misery no more. Why is it that you have liquor stores in the hood? Why is it that you have all these vices in areas of poverty and not necessarily in areas of wealth? Because this is what they need to cope. That's their coping mechanism. They need beer. They need alcohol. They need cigarettes. They need weed. They need narcotics. They need this stuff because they're poor. And this will help them sedate them so they don't rebel. Why do you think they legalize weed, y'all? Come on, man. They didn't just do it just to. First of all, they had to figure out how to make money off of it, but they want to sedate y'all. They don't want y'all too hyped up and animated to where y'all can make a change. They don't want y'all focused on working with each other so y'all can make a change. They want y'all to be distracted and to yourself and isolated so they can run some shit, so they can do whatever the fuck they want to do. We're still talking about modern women in the Bible, y'all. But Proverbs 31 is getting on the men first. It's telling the man, it's telling how a king, not just an average man, it's telling, hey, you are not just anybody, man. You're a king. This is how you need to act. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge. Key thing, judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and needy. That's what a man. If you want to know what your square is, man, just read Proverbs 31, verse 1 through 9. That's a solid brother right there. If you have a solid brother that can abstain, I'm not saying you can't drink. I'm not saying you can't smoke. I'm just saying that that's not your life. That's not your habit. That's not your everyday thing. Everything in moderation. You got to know how to handle business first. But it's better that you abstain from it, all of it, and don't touch it, period. How about that? It's better that you don't touch it, period. But if you do touch it, you have the responsibility of exercising something called moderation, contentment, being content with a little and not overindulging. But if you can do that, some people can do it, some people can't. Like me, I'm not a drinker, but I can. But I'll drink. But I'm not going to drink to get drunk. I'll take 1-2 shots of Hennessy. I know my limit, and I'm done. I'm cool. Maybe buzz a little bit, but I'm cool. I can handle it. I know when I'm getting overbearing. I just mellow out anyway. I don't like to be all, drunkish and sluggish and looking foolish like some of these people like to do and drink until they drink themselves to a foolish slumber. Excuse me. Throw up on themselves. People have to carry them out the club. That's never going to be me. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. But everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. So it talks to the guys first. Now we about to get on these modern women, because do they line up with the Bible? Because this is in the Bible. This is what women are supposed to be, especially those who claim they're Christian. But I beg to differ. Christian divorce rate is just as high as secular. It's not the same. So let's get into it. A wife of noble character, who can find? A man who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. A wife of noble character, who can? That's what men are looking for. Modern woman, let's start there. Do you have noble character? Do you have any character? What does character look like? Character says, I'm not going to use this man for food and dates. I'm going to treat him like a human being, and I'm going to be straight up with him. That's character. Do you have that, for instance? Or does a man have to wine and dine you on 100,000 dates and spend all this money in bags before he gets to what he came for? We know the seduction tricks. Women turning down sex is just as good as getting sex to y'all. It's a high both ways for y'all. We know that. Them endorphins, just when you reject a guy, it just makes you feel so good. So, noble character. Let's start there. She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. You want to bring value? You want to bring something to the table, ladies? Men, you want to know what you want to know what you're listening for when you ask that question? What do you bring to the table? You want to hear her say, I'm a woman of noble character. I'm a woman of principle. And that's what it takes these days. I'm going to be honest with you. That's what it takes. It's not your stroke. It's not your looks that are going to get you through a marriage. It's your duty. Does that woman have a higher calling to help her, to keep her, and sustain her for her man? Because without God, you just have a modern woman. And a modern woman going to do whatever she feels like doing. So if she feels like you're neglecting her because you got to work extra hours at the job to make this money to go on this secret vacation that you're planning that she don't know about, but she can't wait, she'll go dip out on you and get something else. No, modern woman is not just going to leave. See, here's the problem. Modern women, if you would just leave the relationship and say, you know what, I don't want to play with you anymore, I'm gone, we could respect that. But you like to dip and dabble and cheat. You like to dip and dabble and be with a man knowing you're not feeling him, waiting on the next man to show up to rescue you from the man you're with right now. Are you a woman of noble character? Are you going to pay for the date sometime? You got this man spending all this money on you. Are you going to spend some money on the man that you with? The man that you claim you love? The man that's spending the money on you? Are you going to spend not his money, but your hard-earned dollars on him? Are you a woman of noble character? As the man is investing in you, are you investing in your man? Are you a woman? This is the Proverbs 31 woman right here. Are you a woman of noble character? You see, her husband has full confidence in a woman of noble character and holds her high value. You want to be a high value woman? Be a woman of noble character. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. She selects wool and flax and works eager with her hands. What does that mean when she selects? She's not man. She's preparing coats for the wintertime. She's a woman that's she sees what's lacking and missing in her family, and she goes and takes care of it. She lets the man be the man, go make the money, bring in the excess, boom, the man brings that money home, and she knows exactly how to be smart with it. Ladies, if you want your man to bring his check home to you, be a woman of noble character, and that might get the thing started up. If your man hasn't opened up his bank account to you, that's because he don't trust you. He don't trust you. But if you get a man to say, hey, man, I'm bringing all my money home, and I don't want to deal with any bills, you take care of all that, and you budget our money. Now, I would never suggest a man do this, but I know there are some men that do this. Now, I would suggest you, my guys, don't ever do that. You control the money. Control it. Make the money. Know where it's going. You know, there's too many men out there who have money and don't even know where their money's going. You should know where your money's going. You should know where you should know how to invest your money. You should know about investments. Yeah, you got a financial advisor if you're smart, but you should know a little bit of what's going on with your money. You should get some financial education. But if you do find that woman that's of noble character, it is a weight and a lift off a man's shoulder if a woman can take hold of the finances and be wise with the money and make sure our family has longevity. Because a man has a million things on his mind anyway, and he can only do one at a time. A man does not do well multitask. We multitask, but that's not our strength. Our strength is focusing on one thing at a time and getting it done. See, men are doers. We get things done. But we can only do one thing at a time. We can't do many. We may wear many hats, but we can only wear that hat one at a time. One time. Not just literally one time, but I mean, like, we can't put on two hats at the same time and try to do it. We got to put on one hat, then take that hat off, and then put on another hat. And then that's how simple men are. That's how we operate. That's how we get down. So let's get into it. And works eager with her hands. She's working around the house. She's planting a garden. Right? What the man brings home, she's increasing. She's investing. Yes. Listen, y'all didn't know that the Proverbs 31 woman know how to invest her money? A Proverbs 31 woman is is smart. She's not into consumerism. Her God is not consumerism. Her God is actually the Lord of Lords, King of Kings. And she just happened to be married to a king that the God blessed her with. So she's treating him such. She's taking care of that man. A Proverbs 31 woman, she that doesn't mean she doesn't make no money. A Proverbs 31 can make money at any time. Well, she pretty much takes whatever that man bring home, she's going to multiply it. That's a Proverbs 30. She's working eagerly with her hands, cleaning, cooking, washing, taking care of the family, doing all those things, man. That's a Proverbs 31 woman. She is like the merchant ships bringing her food from afar. She gets up while it's still night. She provides food for her family and portions for her female servants. Let's talk about it. If you're a Proverbs 31 woman, you probably got you some help. You probably got you some servants. See, a Proverbs 31 woman, even though she can cook, even though she can clean, even though she can get down on her hands and knees and scrub some things, she started out that way, but she's not going to finish that way. See, a Proverbs 31 woman is going to get promoted. A man's going to see the work of his wife's hand and say, this woman does not need to work this hard. I need her more looking feminine and pretty and fit than getting her hand. So let me get her some help with the chores around the house so she can focus on other bigger, better. So matter of fact, he might say, hey man, you know, it's great. You're doing such a great job with the house and the kids, but guess what? The business needs you. That could happen. And guess what? A Proverbs 31 woman is not going to be timid. She's going to walk into that role with confidence. She can be like, man, whatever hat you need me to play, I got it. And she's on it. This is Proverbs 31 woman. It's straight from the Bible, y'all. She gets up while it's still night. What does that mean, man? She's not laying in bed. Her job is the family. She's up before the family because she has to be up to take care of the family. What happened to those? Where are those women at? It seemed like all we got the women in America where, man, they sleeping past 10, 12 p.m. They're tired and they don't even got a job. There's a lot of women who in the U.S. who are not even working and are tired, sleeping in to 10, 11, 12, midnight. I mean, noon, excuse me. Rolling out of bed at that time. And they ain't got no job. They don't wash no dishes. They don't wash no clothes. They got no house chores. They do absolutely nada, zilch, zero. But in Proverbs 31, when she wakes up in the middle of the night, she wakes up before, she's like a farmer. She wakes up before the crack of dawn. She's like a farmer's wife. She's up. Preparing for the day. What happened to the women that used to wake up and make their kids and their husband food before they go to work and go to school? Where are those women at? You don't find it. You don't find that today. That was like 80s, 90s. It kind of just died out in the 2000s. Proverbs 31. Does the modern woman match? She considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. Wow. She's smart. She makes smart investments. She sees the land that's worth some money, or that's good to farm, that's good to make a plot, that's good to cultivate. She buys it and then puts her seed, plants, and makes money from her garden. She feeds her family as well as make money. A Proverbs 31 woman is not sitting at home. She's not just a housewife. She's a businesswoman. But she has a different mindset. She's a businesswoman for her family. Who is her employer? Her family. She works for her family. She does all this for her family. Whereas the modern woman, she does all that shit for herself. The modern woman would say, I want your bag and I'm going to keep my bag and then I'll work with you. But this woman is saying, hey, man, not only do you get the bag, I will actually help you get a bag too. And I will bring that bag back home and add that to the family. I will make smart investments with the money. Husband, you gave me an allowance. But guess what? I saw this thing that I knew that was going to make money and I invested in that thing. And guess what? It doubled. We're reaping the benefits now because I decided to do this. I know. I didn't tell you about it. I just went, it was just a little bit of money that I saved up on the side. It didn't hurt none of the other stuff. I just had it on the side. It was actually my money. And I decided to go increase us real quick and buy this property. And the property doubled in value. And now we got some more money. I guess we can go on 3 vacations instead of just one. That's a woman after my, where's she at? That's a woman after my heart. I'm Russian. Jesus Christ. Where is this woman at? She considers the fields and by that out of her earnings she plants a vineyard. She sets about her work vigorously. Her arms are strong for her task. She ain't lazy, y'all. This woman is not, a Proverbs 31 woman is not lazy. Modern women, are you lazy? Do you know how to increase what a man brings home? Can you hold the family down? Are you a woman of noble character? Okay, let's do this. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in Jesus? Let's go there. Do you believe in the Bible? Modern women, do you believe in that? Because if you do, you're living totally contrary to what you say you believe. Let's go to it. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. Her lamp does not go. That means that she's not someone else behind closed doors. Her lamp does not go out because it's nighttime. She doesn't turn the lights off because it's nighttime. She keeps the lights on so you can see. She's a noble person. She's a noble character. She is a lady. She is someone to be respected. She is not being looked at and lusted at on the streets. Okay? She's not there for that. If she has to go outside her home, she covers herself. She wears modest clothes and no makeup. She's out there to conduct business, and then she comes back home. If she's going to dress up, if she's going to do anything, she's going to do that for her husband, y'all. She's not doing this for attention. Shout out to Steph Curry's wife. I don't want to put you in, but she's not doing shit for attention. She's doing it for her man and only him. Proverbs 31 woman. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. Her lamp, man, she's a righteous woman always. Not just at nighttime, not just in daytime, but also in the nighttime when no one can see. In her hand, she holds the distaff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. In her hand, she holds the distaff and the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the. Okay, I'm not going to try to interpret what that is, man. I can figure it out, but I don't got time to really understand what they mean about a distaff, her hands, and the grasp of the spindle of the fingers. I want to think she's weaving gold or something. She turned a Rumpelstiltskin and she's weaving gold now. She got the spindle fingers. I don't know. She's good at fixing stuff. I guess the distaff, maybe the staff is the man. She's good at supporting her man. Men use the staff to support themselves, right? Especially back in the Bible days. They walk around with this staff. That's kind of their dignitary, the big, they had, whatever. That's it. That was their culture back then. So maybe they're talking about the woman is a good supporter. She holds up the distaff, right? And grasps the spindle with her fingers. I don't know what a spindle is, man. I don't know. Maybe it's talking about a needle. Maybe she's talking about, sewing clothes. I don't know, but the woman is bad. The Proverbs 31 woman is the baddest woman on the land. And every man wants this woman. Every man is chasing the Proverbs 31 woman. They're hoping they can get a Proverbs 31. Every man, I promise you, he's praying to any God that will listen to him. Okay? Any God. Please send me Proverbs 31 woman, Lord. Jesus, please send this. Praying. They're praying. In tongues, out of tongues, they're praying for this Proverbs 31 woman. I promise you, men are begging, especially now today. Men are begging and pleading. Lord Jesus, send me the Proverbs 31 woman. Please. I'm so sad. Please, Lord. They're begging. She opens her arm to the poor and extends her hand to the needy. She's generous. She's kind. She got, when she walks out in public, she doesn't have attitude. When she sees a bum on the street, she treats him like a human being anyway. You try to approach her, she's not standoffish. She's inviting. But at the same time, she's going to let you know that she's taken, she has a man, and she's faithful, and she's going to stand strong in that. But she's not going to be an asshole on the street. Even if you are. Matter of fact, she's going to make her husband look good. That's a Proverbs 31 woman right there. She's going to walk in a way that makes her and her family look good. When it snows, she has no fear for her household, for all of them are clothed in scarlet. She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. She's not broke, y'all. She married a high value man. Okay? This Proverb 31 women marry the high value. They're the ones that are gonna get they're the ones that are gonna get the first pickings and the first choosing of all men. Because that's what men are looking for. Men are looking for Proverbs 30. They're looking for this woman right here who doesn't fear the winter because she's prepared. She's not lazy. She's not waiting for the man to tell her what to do. She knows what to do already. The man taught and trained her well that he doesn't have to teach her anymore. She's able to go out there and make things happen, even make better things happen because she's going to use her mind instead of her man's mind, but knowing that she has her man's best interest in mind at all times. She's a Proverb 31 woman, the most sought after woman of all women. Every man wants her. Why? Because her mindset is fucking dope. She got the dopest mindset on the planet. Look how fucking dope she is. I'm reading it right here. She's dope. She's it. She's the end all be all. She's our grandma when she was young again. This is who we want. She's grandma back in her 20s. This is what men want. They want traditional women. They don't want you modern women. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Her husband is respected at the city gate where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. She make her man look good, y'all. See, what women don't know is when men have good women, other men know that too. Or we notice. Because he's able to do things that single men can't do. He has help. We see it. He's stress-free. She makes a man look good, Joe. All the people in the land respects her man. And in chance, because her man is well respected, she's also well respected. She makes linen garments and sells them and supplies the merchant with the sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity and can laugh at the days to come. Why does she get to laugh at the days to come? Why does she get to laugh? Why does she get to laugh last? That's a very good thing to put in there. She makes linen and garments and sells them and supplies the merchant with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she can laugh at the days to come. Why? Because she has security. She is clothed with strength and dignity. How does she get strength and dignity? Did she come in with the strength and dignity, or did she get it because of her man? That's the secret. Without the man, where's your strength at and where's your dignity coming from? You have a high value man that puts you in another tax bracket, that puts you in high standards. That's why. Now you got strength because you're leaning on his strength. You got backup. You got support from him. That's your army. Your man is your army. Dignity. Your man is your army. The way your man moves dictates how safe the woman is. If your man moves the right way, you safe. If your man moves the wrong way, you're not safe. So that's all fall then under provision. And that's why she can laugh at the days to come, because she's protected. She's safe. She knows that she has security. She speaks with wisdom and faithful instructions on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household. She's not focused on gossip. She's focused on her household. She's not focused on things outside of her house. She's focused on her household. Just like a man, when he goes to work, he's focused on his job. A woman needs to be focused on her household. That's more important in your career. Family is the pinnacle of success. If you get to have one, you have become successful. 1 out of 4 black women will marry. Okay? That means we need help. That means black families are dying. That's meaning that our black men are going to other countries and dealing with other races in order to find suitable wives. They're not marrying the ones here in their own country. Why? We know the answer to that, brothers. We know the answer to that. Because they ain't Proverbs 31. They gave us the okie doke. They've been tricking us. They've been literally men have been being scammed. If you got married and you found out that she wasn't that she was a modern woman and not a wife, you got scammed. You got scammed, my brother. You paid. Think about it. You got the engagement ring. That's your dowry. You probably paid for the wedding. That's come on. It's supposed to be the women's family pay for the wedding, right? But you, the man, you end up paying for the wedding, right? So you out of all this money just to find out she's not who she says she is. She wasn't worth it. She's not cooperating. You know, now you done got babies, and now she's threatening alimony and child support. It's difficult. We're looking for the Proverbs 31 woman, by the way. She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat the bread of idleness. Oh, I don't know how many times hey, my wife know. I can't stand idleness. What's your day like? Are you busy? Idleness is the devil's playground. Y'all know how it is, man. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all think it's the man that's going to work that's cheating? No, it's the man who's not working. You think it's the woman who's working that's cheating? No, it's the woman who's not working. Idleness. If you're too idle, let me tell you something. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get yourself into trouble. You got to keep yourself busy. Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands have done, and let her work bring her praise at the city gate. When do you honor a woman? Do you honor a woman before you meet her? Or do you honor her for all that her hands have done? And let her work bring her praises at the you women, you got to show some proof of work now. Men, you have to require your ladies to show proof of work. No longer are we going to accept women that come into our space that don't have good faith, that don't say, hey, this is a good man, that don't come into that realm like that. If they come with the thinking that we got to jump through all these hoops, jump through all these fences, show our work, right? Just so trick even become a beta male just so they can no, that's not your wife. You make her jump through the hoops. You make her show the proof. You make her show her work because you're the one vetting her. She's not vetting you. You already know you're a husband. You need to know if she's a wife. Ain't no chastity belts no more. You ain't getting no virgin. You getting a tampered with model. See, men aren't even getting new models anymore. We're getting used models, and we're expected to treat these used models like new models, and it's not going to happen. You want to get a high value man, you better be a Proverbs 31 woman, because I'm gonna tell you, not just high value men are looking for him, average men are looking for him too. Modern woman, Proverbs 31 woman. I guarantee that no man wants the modern woman. Modern woman is selfish. She only thinks of herself and maybe her kids if she has kids. But ultimately, she's very selfish. She only thinks of herself. She wants a man to do everything for her while she does little to nothing. She wants a man to take all the risk and all the investment, and she invests very little. Sounds like a scam to me. Sounds like a scam artist. Modern women are scam artists at best. What happened to fair exchange, no robbery? That's why I strongly believe that dating is dumb. It's for dummies. Dating is for dummies. If you date, you're gonna spend a lot of money. If you're dating, you're tricking. I should coin that. If you're dating, you're tricking. It is what it is. If you're dating, you're tricking. Dating is for one thing, it's for sex. It's not for anything else. You're dating, it's just you want to ride the cock carousel. You just want to ride it. You want to have some fun. But don't expect to get no husband or no wife out of it. People think you got to date first. No, man, you got to court first, man. You got to investigate. You got to inspect what you expect. Inspect what you expect, and wait for it. You gotta run it through the test. You gotta have some tests made. You know, we don't got the what do they call it? I was watching a podcast and we were talking about virgins and dowries and things like that, and how in some cultures they the only way they're gonna know if you're a virgin if you got that hymen popped, and we're gonna look at the sheet and we're gonna find out. That's not even a prize for men anymore. You wonder why the price of coochie is so low? It's because it's so accessible. We can get it anywhere. There's no virgins. There's no hymen popping. That's in the past. That's in the past. Now women got 10, 20 body counts before they get to you. 2, 3 babies before they even get to you, before they even ready to settle down and marry. They want you to marry them with all their baggage, but they don't want you to have any. Young man, 17 and 35. Let's go back to the beginning of Proverbs. Lemuel. That's your name. Young man between 17 and 35. You are King Lemuel. Listen, my son. Listen, son of my womb. Listen, my son, the answer to my prayers. Don't you know, men, you are the answer to the prayer. You young man, the younger generation, you're the answer to your father's prayer. You just don't know it. And your father's going to tell you, do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who ruin kings. Don't spend your youth running after women. Don't do it. Chase money. Chase business. Know thyself. Figure out who you are. Don't chase a woman. Especially now. Not so much back in the 50s and the 60s, 70s. But right now, definitely. I mean, this is true for all ages of all times in life, period. This will hold true. But you have to understand. You have to understand. This thing is real. Lemuel, don't waste your youth on women. Don't waste your vigor, your strength, your vitality on women. Don't waste your time trying to show women that you're getting to the bag and you don't have the bag yet. Don't waste your time finessing these women. I know you have an urge, you want sex, all this stuff. You know that a woman can have sex anytime she wants to with any man she wants to. All she got to do is give him an invitation and that man's showing up. But you can't do that. You can't do that. Hey, young man, focus on getting to the bag. That's your best bet. If you do that right, if you make it into the top 10%, top 20%, you have leverage now. Without money, you don't have the leverage. Without the house, you don't have the leverage. Without the toys, you don't have the leverage. Go get the leverage. Go get the toys. Go get the house. Go get the cars. Go get all that. Go get that stuff that women want to see. Now you have the power. Now she's gonna be hesitant because hypergamy the motherfucker. Now she didn't hit the jackpot, and now she got to try to find another man of your same caliber after it was so hard to find you. She's not crazy. She's not crazy. She gonna fall in line, fellas. Because a woman, see, what women they don't cheat down. They cheat up in hopes that they can get that guy and be on the just if this relation doesn't work. So women love to level up and upgrade, fellas. They love to level up and upgrade. They think it's a game. They think it's a game. They think they can just level up and they think they can level up anytime they want to and feel like it. And we as men, we know that's not true. Level up takes time. We can't just level up anytime. It have to be there's seasons to this. Women don't know that. They think they can level up anytime. If they see the grass is greener, they're gonna jump. Number one reason why they're gonna jump, they're not of noble character. They're not the Proverb 31. They're not of noble character. They do not have a strong belief in God, because if they did, they would have the fear of God in them. That would help keep them from going astray. But most modern women, they don't fear God. They don't fear any. They don't fear man. They don't fear any. They think they can get away with everything because of the way the world is set up and designed, and they're going to take advantage of that. So if you don't have a Proverb 31 woman, you're in trouble. The probability of you staying married, if you actually get married, is low, especially in America. The divorce rates are high here. We're in the 80%, 80%. 20% of the marriages are successful. 80%. Men have gotten so smart. We're like, why even get married if that's the real numbers? Why even get married? You wonder why men aren't proposing? That's one of the reasons. It's not even. We're not getting a good deal. Men are not. I keep trying to tell ladies, man, men are not dumb, man. We see what y'all doing. We know what's going on. We already know. We up on game on everything that y'all doing. And we're moving accordingly. We're moving different. Men are moving different because they see. Now, you're always going to find those suckers out there. You know, those who don't pay attention to the game, those who you're not in the right spaces, those who are left, you know, those who they don't have any covering. They're going to be out there. They're going to be naive. They're going to make all the wrong decisions, all the wrong mistakes, sleep with all the bad girls and get them pregnant and mess up their life. There's some thorough brothers out there too that are picking up and listening. You know, a lot of them have fathers in the home or uncles that they can access. You know, they're building their network up, right? Of their homeboys, their posse, and they're holding each other accountable. See, men, you know, we know how to get things done. We know how to get things done. What should you be focused on? 1735? Nothing but getting to the bag and knowing who you are. When you start turning 35 and you have all these toys and things built up, then you can start focusing on a woman. And here's the woman you want, guys. You want the Proverb 31 woman. You're welcome. I just saved you the heartache. I just saved you the time of messing with the modern day Jezebels. I gave you the cheat code. Find you the Proverb 31 woman. Is she hard to find? Hell yeah. But is she out there? Hell yeah. Go get her. Go find her. Go get her. Make that your standard. Hold it up. Don't drop it. Don't lower it. You know, these are the requirements. If you want to be with me, this is the list. They're gonna look at this like, what? You think you Chris Brown or something? You think you a celebrity? You gonna have me sign a consent form? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Read the consent form. The consent form says Proverbs 31. I am a Proverb 31 woman. I'm signing this to tell you that I am a wife. I do know how to do the wife. Man, you got to get that. You got to get that signed, sealed, and delivered. You got to get that signature up front. That's all I'm trying to say. When she read it, she's going to be like, Proverbs 31. Hell yeah. That's what we're talking about. Are you that woman? Because that's what I'm looking for. That's how you guys need to be. That's how you guys need to be. Now, y'all know this modern woman don't line up with the Bible. If you happen to be a modern woman, I'm gonna just urge you to change. don't be a modern woman. Be a more traditional woman. Be as close as you can. Have, you know, it's not that men don't want modern women. You know, we still think modern women look good. We don't like the Muppet eyebrows, right? Or the Muppet eyelashes, but we still think y'all are attractive. Black speaking for the black men right now, black men still want black women. We don't hate black women. We just hate the way y'all acting. But we want to be with y'all. We love y'all. But we're not gonna sit around and wait for you to figure this shit out either. You know, if we gotta travel, if we gotta get our passport stamped, we're gonna do it. It is what it is. It is what it is. So y'all, you know, this stream is over pretty much. Thank y'all for showing out, the people that did show up for the stream today. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed to the content. We're coming out with more. I'm about to hit y'all. I might be in my Bible bag for a minute. I don't know if I'm gonna get out of it right now. I know when Rail come back, he gonna be happy. He love to talk about this stuff. Trust me. But I might have to be in this bag for a minute, man, because there's some things in the Bible that we can't overlook. There's some things in the Bible that still holds true today. There's some things in the Bible that we need our women to be lining up and measuring. We don't need our women talking about we chasing the bag. We don't need our women being gold diggers. We don't need that. We don't want gold diggers. We just don't want them. I don't know how many gold digger pranks I gotta review and talk about in meeting after meeting and break it down so y'all can see that the nature of women is not necessarily what we've been taught. I'm not calling them bad. I'm not saying the nature of woman is bad. But I can take you back to Adam and Eve, and she fucked up. And it cost us the good life. We love our woman that much that we sinned right along with her because we couldn't live without her. Who knows, man? Maybe God could have made another woman for the men and said, okay, that one messed up. We're going to kick her out and we're going to make another Eve for you. We don't know. Even though Adam, you're going to miss 2 ribs instead of 1, but this one's going to be even better. We don't know what could have happened, but we know that Adam couldn't live without this woman because he had to bite and eat of the same tree that he knew he wasn't supposed to eat of just because she did it. If I tell it my way, Adam did it out of love. Adam showed God right there that he loved the woman more than God. He chose her more than God. And that's what got the man in trouble in the first place. Men and believe it or not, men are still doing that to this day. As men, we have to stop putting women on pedestals, man. We have to stop doing that. I'm guilty. I've been guilty of it. I knew better. But we have to make them earn where they're at. They have to earn that. You're not just going to get it anymore. You have to earn it. You have to stop doing that because when we don't do that, they don't learn it. They don't earn it. They expect it. So we have to stop that. If we're gonna be teachers and leaders of our household, we have to be able to teach and lead in the proper way. There's some things we gotta accept and some things we can't accept. There's some things we can compromise on, and there's other things there's no compromise. It ain't gonna happen. But you got to know. And that comes with experience. That comes with mentorship. Guys have to. We have to stick together. We have to talk to each other more so we can get the answers that we need. Because brothers are going through things, and we're keeping silent because we're embarrassed. We have to stop that. We have to open up and be like, "Hey, man, I'm hurting, and I need help in this area right here. What you got for me, bro? I know you're a reputable dude. I know you can, man, what you got for me?" We got to start coming at the people in our circle that we know, that we trust, and we got to start letting them help us. Man, we a lot of us need to go to therapy. We need another person to help us walk through our emotional traumas, even as men. So we have to understand that as a man walking the earth, man, there's so much required of us. Much is required, or to much is given, much is required. Is that Bible? Much to the person that has a lot, he has more responsibility than others. He should be more responsible than others. We're still talking about the modern woman in the Bible, y'all, because I'm proving to y'all that she doesn't add up, man. I just read to you what a Proverbs 31 woman did my best interpretation to try to bring it more modern and take it out of the old English. I even read the NIV translated version, even though it's more watered down. I don't really like it that much. I probably should have pulled up the Message Bible and read it from the Message Bible. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see if I can do that. But Proverbs 31 Message Bible. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let me read it to you now in some poetic English of today's time. The words of King Lemuel, the strong advice his mother gave him. O son of mine, what can you be thinking of? Child whom I bore, the son I dedicated to God. Don't dilute your strength on fortune hunting women. Oh, look how plain it is. I love this version. I should have read. As a matter of fact, when I do when I go back into my Bible bag, I'm reading from the. Let me tell you why I'm reading from the Message Bible, because I believe the Message Bible translates directly from the Hebrew. It does it in a Shakespearean poetic way, but it's really getting it's really abstracting the meaning to make it really make sense in modern day language. Let me finish. Don't delight your strength on fortune hunting women, promiscuous women who shipwreck leaders. Leaders can't afford to make foolish of themselves, gulping wine and swilling beer. Lest hungover, they don't know right from wrong, and the people who depend on them are hurt. Straightforward. Use wine and beer only as a sedative to kill the pain and dull the ache of the terminally ill, from whom life is a living death. So they're saying, man, that wine and drink is not for the living; it's for the dead. It's for the people who are dying. It's for the people who need it. It's for the coping, because that's the only way they can cope with life. Speak up for people who have no voice, for the rights of all the misfits. Speak up out for justice. Stand up for the poor and destitute. Straightforward, man. Be a generous dude. Be a solid dude. Don't be so self-absorbed. You know, men, we can be self-absorbed, but we're not as self-absorbed. You know, we're more, you know, especially men who have money, we're more generous. We're not overspenders, right? We're not, you know, we're not, but we're frugal with our money still. You know, we're just smart. We make smart decisions. We make smart investments. That's the one I'm looking for. We make smart investments. Now let's see. Now remember, this is a mother who told her son that. See, this is what's going on. See, back then, the women used to translate the culture to the kids and the men. Now, I don't know what the women are telling these men. What kind of matriarch system this black man are? I don't understand it. But this is a woman telling her son what to look out for because she knows women. But let's hear what she says about the woman, the Proverbs 31 woman. Let's hear what she says about what a wife is. I'm sorry, man. My mouth is dry. Yeah, I should have brought some water back here. A good woman is hard to find and worth far more than diamonds. Her husband trusts her without reserve and never has reason to regret it. Never spiteful, she treats him generously all her long life. She's not nagging him. She's not tit for tat, right? She's like, okay, you know what? I didn't get my way. It's okay. She's not trying to seduce him. She's not trying to manipulate him. She's not trying to make his life miserable. She's not trying to show up at his job so he gets fired. And she's there. She's a wife. She's around for long term. She's not temporary, and she knows that. She knows that she wrecks his life. She wrecks hers. She shops around for the best yarns and cottons and enjoys knitting and sewing. Okay, so she's a housemaker. She sews. She likes trading ship that sails. She's like a trading ship that sails to the faraway places and brings back exotic surprises. Oh, she takes care of her family. She surprised. Women, this is your job. It's part of your job. Proverbs 31 said it. Part of your job is bringing mystery into the relationship, bringing exotic things back, buying things that make your family happy. You should know what makes your child happy. You should know what makes your husband happy. You should know what's the perfect gift to surprise them with. You should know. She's up before dawn preparing breakfast for her family and organizing her day. She looks over a field and buys it. Then, with money she put aside, plants a garden. You see that? Money she put aside. Because she knows the budget. She knows what her husband can afford and what he can't afford. She knows, hey, when she gets extra, she doesn't have to always go out and she can save it. And save up instead of making her husband pay thousands of dollars for something. She can save up for 6-7 months and go grab it herself. Because she knows it's not harming the finances of the household. See, a Proverbs 31 woman is smart. She's smart. She and knows it didn't talk. Did you know that the Proverbs 31 didn't even talk about her looks yet, fellas? Didn't even say what she's supposed to. This is talking about her mentality. Men, this is where you judge. You don't judge women on looks. You judge them on their mentality. Looks are a dime a dozen. She can look as good as she wants to, but guess what? Guess what? If her mindset's not there, it's useless. Useless. Beauty with no brains is useless. Useless. First thing in the morning, she dresses for work, rolls up her sleeves, eager to get started. She senses the worth of her work, is in no hurry to call it quits for all the day. She is skilled in the crafts of home and hearth. She's not complaining about waking up and doing house chores and working for her family. She rolls up her sleeves and she knows what the day, she's not necessarily happy, but she knows what the day brings. She knows what to expect. And she's content with that. She says, hey, this isn't easy work, but this is what makes my family run smoothly. Diligent in homemaking, she's quick to assist anyone in need, reaches out to help the poor. She doesn't worry about her family when it snows. The winter clothes are mended and ready to wear. What does that mean? That means there's no holes in the socks. There's no holes in the jeans. You know, she's not worried because if there is, she washes the clothes and guess what she did? She sewed it back up. She's ready for winter. She's ready. She's ready for the cold days, right? She's not a. This is a. I may have said she was a high value woman, but she is. But this isn't necessarily a rich woman. Okay, this could be a middle class. This could be a poor. You know, she's working hard. She understands. She does it for her family. She knows that winter is coming and they need to prepare, and she has to be a part of that. She makes her own clothing and dresses in color linens and silks. Where can you find a woman that can make her own clothing? How do we translate that in today? We don't find women making their own clothing. She buys reasonable clothing, maybe. Not cheap, but reasonable. Modest. She designed. Okay, hold on. She makes her own clothing and dresses in colorful linens and silks. Her husband is greatly respected when he deliberates with the city fathers. She designs gowns and sells them, brings the sweaters she knits to the dress shops. Her clothes are well made and elegant, and she faces tomorrow with a smile. Okay, so what is this saying? Let me translate that because we don't have too many women that know how to sew and make clothes and make their own clothes. I mean, we do. We have some still out there, but let me just translate that. This is an entrepreneur woman. This is a woman that's working from home, y'all. She's not. She doesn't have a boss. You understand me? her boss is her husband, for lack of a better word. She don't have a boss. Any type of man that can let his wife have a boss for a long term, I would beg to say any term, but something is wrong. You're not supposed to want another man telling your wife what to do. You don't want your wife performing better for another man than she performs for you. You don't want her performing better at that job than she does for her family. Okay? So you need to, if you can't employ her, you need to figure out a way to do it fast. I understand we live in a dual income society. You got to do what you got to do. But you retire her quickly. This is what I say, man. Let me tell you like this. If you, ideally, okay, let's say you get married young, even though that's not what's happening. People aren't getting married young anymore. But let's say you get married young, 25. You're not balling. She's not balling. Y'all maybe just graduated college. Y'all broke. So what do? You both go out there and you get a job, right? That's where it's supposed to be. You have no kids. You both go out there and you get a job and you grind. But you do it with this mentality. Hey, babe, you're not going to work forever. I just need you to work for a short period of time. I'm either going to be going to school or I'm going to be working. I'm going to be doing both. Or I'm going to be doing one or the other. I'm trying to get us into the money as quickly as possible and retire you. So I'm going to go get a job. You're going to go get a job. I might do some Uber on the side or DoorDash on the side to help bring in extra money. You can do the same too. But we got to be on the same team because my goal is to retire you. So when we have kids, you can stay home and be with the kids and we still have income flowing in. Now, ideally, that's what we want. But ain't no woman going to listen to that program. They're going to end up doing the same thing that you wanted them to do, but they're going to do it for themselves instead of for the family. Because you're going to have to get a job. If you're not with this man, you're going to have to get a job and do that for yourself. So why not do it for your husband at an early age? Why not, instead of marrying a man 40 years old, 35, who already has the bag, why don't you marry the man that doesn't have the bag? Who's still young, who's not a great leader yet, but he still has to grow into his leadership. But he's ambitious and he wants to get to the bag, and his plan is to retire you at 35. So he's going to say, we get married at 25, we're going to work for 10 years, I'm going to get to the bag, all I'm going to focus on is getting to the bag, right? You just focus on the house and working and paying, the little bit of bills I need you to pay, if not half the bills, right? For 10 years. And then he retire you. Why not do it that way? Why not? Why is it so hard? Because we have a agreement problem. Ego, pride. It's in our women. Even more in them than it is in us. If they didn't think of it, they don't like the idea. Sounds like you're trying to make me a slave. I mean, let me go to the comments real quick. What do you view as modest? We got some Twitch people up in here. What's up, Twitch? What's up, Twitch? We got y'all. I see y'all. What do you view as modest? Well, modest. That's what I view as modest. I mean, let's be honest. Modesty. You're not supposed to be showing too much. I mean, as men, we don't walk. You see men, we don't. We dress. We dress. We wear our suits, our ties. We wear our jeans, and our sweaters and our shirts. We're covered. We know y'all like we know women like the gray sweatpants, all that stuff. But we just go. We're not out there like that. We need y'all to be. Women want to be respected by men so much. Be a woman of noble character, and we can respect you. When you walk out in public, you're not wearing all this makeup. You're not wearing the Muppet eyelashes. You're not wearing the long fingernails. You're not wearing the bonnet on your head. You're not saying you're looking ugly. You're not wearing excessive makeup. You're not looking like a prostitute. I don't want, I don't want to talk like that. Makeup is a big thing for women, man. Y'all just need to give up on it. Be modest. Be modest. Look your natural. Men want natural beauty anyway. We really do. We don't want the fake stuff. So I hope I answered your question, Subway Supreme. What are your view as modest? Man, modest. Modest women, holy. Let's go back to the video of Pastor, where you saw all the women in the church. I think they were dressed pretty modest to me. It may not have been sexy, but they were dressed modest. They were dressed like they were really just going to learn the word. They weren't going up to be a distraction to men. Women love to be a distraction, but never be inviting. Okay, they want to distract you so you come and approach them, but they're not going to be inviting when you approach them. So that's what I mean by modest. That's what I mean by modest. I hope that answers your question. But where was I? Yeah, Proverbs 31, man. That's what we want, man. That's what the men want. That's what we're desiring. If we could find this chick right now, she's getting wiped up in 2.5 seconds. She ain't even got to wait. She ain't even got to wait. Yeah, she don't got to wait, man. Modern women, man, y'all just need help, man. And, my guys, man, y'all that are listening, avoid them. If you're between the ages of 17 and 30, if you haven't got to the bag yet, focus on getting to the bag. I would rather you become ambitious than do nothing at all. The women today are requiring ambitious men, ambitious like you've never even seen it. Their delusion is so great, but that don't mean they're wrong. If you are average, you should try to be above average. If you're below average, you should try to at least be average. You should have an ambition that says that I'm going to improve and get better. It shouldn't just be, I'll get around to it when I get around to it, because we know how that happens. 5, 10, 15, 20 years gone by. Be more assertive. My dad used to tell me all the time, don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Stop putting things off. Do it today. Do it now. These women are requiring ambitious men. And then they want to try to help you build it and mess it up. Stop it. Be ambitious. Be a man. Do your research. Know what you're supposed to do. Know your limitations, right? Be honest with yourself. Be sober-minded when speaking to yourself. Have those conversations in the mirror to yourself. Make sure that as a man, you don't do anything that out of your character that you're going to regret. Because as a man, you got to face those consequences, and consequences can kill you. Experience isn't always the best teacher. Experience can kill you. So you know that. So move accordingly is what I'm trying to tell you. As men, move accordingly. Become the better version of yourself. Become ambitious. Get after the bag. Work 60 hours or more per week, man. Work like you're a CEO, even if you're not the CEO. That's how you get ahead, man. Come on, man. Come on, black man. Come on, man. My brother. You know how to get ahead. Put your head down. Go to work. Stop being lazy, man. Stop drinking on the weekend, man. Stop always having beer. All you beer guys. Got to have a beer right when you get home from work and all that stuff. Man, stop all that. Go get another job. All you 40-hour-a-week niggas, get you a 20-hour extras. Get you 20-hour extras. Go do some DoorDash or something. God damn it, stop sitting in the house. Show your woman that you about your business, that you about to work. Don't fall into that trap that woman says you weren't home. That's why she cheated. No, fuck that. Stay out the house. That's her problem. That's her problem. You're on your purpose. You're doing what you're supposed to do. Let her follow. Let her be dutiful. Let her do her duty. You get out of her space, she get out of your space. Go after it. Go after it. If you're a single man, it's better that you're single. Be single. Go after it. Go after it. Put your head down. 60-hour weeks. Let's get it. Let's get paid. Your life starts now. Modern women and the Bible. The Bible talks a lot about a modern woman. It may not say modern women, but we know that when they say Jezebel, when they're talking about promiscuous women, right? When they're talking about sexually liberated women, which we just saw is in the Bible, in Ecclesiastes, we're gonna do a deep dive. Ecclesiastes and Proverbs are two books. If you haven't read them, you need to go back and read them. There's so much wisdom in there. So many things that can help you in your life today. All these things you hear these gurus talking about, man, I'm telling you, most of that stuff you're going to find in the Bible, whether you like it or not. Well, you don't have to believe the Bible, but let me tell you, there's some good stories in the Bible, and there's some things that can help you. Let me tell you something. As a believer myself, okay, I'm not perfect. I'm not I'm not your typical Christian God-fearing man. I do have a fear of God, and I do believe I'm a righteous person. I may cuss, I'm not perfect, but I'm a man. In my mind, I'm a man of God. I don't care what nobody says. I'm after God's work. I'm after His purpose. Now, I may not move like the church brothers do because I got a little bit more game than them. I'm not a lame. I'm not a lame. Mm-mm. And I'll check your pastor. If your pastor out there lying in the pulpit, I will get up and walk out. And if they dare to ask me why I'm leaving, I will tell them, nigga, this nigga speaking lies. Because I know my Bible. But you're not gonna, stick around, man. This channel is different, man. I'm not the typical Christian brother. I don't even call myself a Christian, but I believe what I believe. I know what I know. I know what's true and I know what's not true. So stick around, man. You're gonna learn something you're gonna learn something over here. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn something today, boy. How about that? You're gonna learn something today, boy. Stick around. We're doing big things over here. Traveling to Africa end of the month, man. Y'all keep watching, man. I'm gonna update y'all, show y'all the film, show y'all the footage of what we're doing out there, and how long I'm gonna be out there and things like that, man. I'm gonna start opening up more about my life, man, letting you guys know a little bit of personal things, man. I think it can actually be relevant and it can actually help you guys. So I'm gonna start opening up more like that and just getting right to it, man. It's time. It's time that we all level up, man. It's time as men we put away the childish things, right? It's time as men that we start acting like men. It's time that we do our research. It's time that we're men that are prepared and men that know. I don't want lucky men. Let me show you what luck is. Luck is favored. Luck has always favored the prepared. If you're not a prepared person, fuck luck, because it's just going to screw you in the long end anyway. Because you're not prepared for what comes with what comes with it. In this channel, we're going to equip you, man. We're going to put you up on game. We're going to let y'all know, hey, man, stop choosing women. Listen, I'm going to be real with you, right? Here we go, right here. If men, you need to figure out what your rank is, 1 through 10. And this is how you choose a woman. 2 steps above you or 2 steps below you. You don't go any further than the low, and you don't go any higher than the high. What does that mean? If you're a 5, you should be dating 6s and 7s, 3s and 4s. That's your field. You go any higher than that, it's going to be stress. Because you don't belong there. You have to do so much more work to stay there. Believe it or not. I'm not saying the average man can't be with a 10, but it's not likely. You can go 2. You can go up to 6 and 7. But here's the thing. When you go up, they're settling. When you go down, you're settling. Remember that. When you go up, they're settling. When you choose down, you're settling. All you have to do is make sure it's a win. If it's a win-win, great. But if you wind up the man having to do more just to keep the relationship, you probably went up a little too high. You probably went up a little bit too high, because when you go up high, they're going to require something too. Always remember that. When you date up, there's a requirement that needs to be met, and you have to make sure you can meet it. Dating down, a lot easier. Less requirement, more requirement on them, because they know that they're getting the better end of the deal. So what you want as a man is you want to find a win-win. It's difficult to date 9s and 10s, y'all. First of all, most 9s and 10s get wifed up quick, fast, hurry. They're not on the market very long. If you see a 9 and a 10 with looks that are still on the market, something's wrong with her. It's not the guys. It's something wrong with her. If you're a 9 and 10, guys are coming. If you're a Proverb 31 woman, guys are snatching you before you even, it's a wrap. They're snatching you up. So you don't, and dating 9 and 10s, let me tell you, if you're a guy dating 9 and 10s, it's headache. Them are the divas. Them are the real divas. Them are the Beyoncés, the Nicki Minaj's of the world, man. Them is you don't want to be in that dating pool. Trust me, there's a requirement that needs to be met. Well, I think we've been talking for like 2 hours, y'all. I actually responded to one of the chats today, so I'm getting better. I looked at the chat room. I see we got a couple chats. I see Twitter is popping today. Twitter is up on I'm sorry, not Twitter. Twitch. Let me get it right. Twitch, y'all. Our Twitch viewers are on today. Our Twitch viewers are leaving comments today. I love it. Twitch is on right now. I fucks with y'all, Twitch. We're gonna do more content for y'all, man. Trust me. I got a gaming channel coming soon. We got Terrell working on that, man. We're gonna, I play GTA 5. I play NBA 2K22. I play Madden, Hitman. I play a little stuff. When I have time. I don't have time to play, but when I have time, I get on these games, man. So I'm gonna start letting y'all join me on the gaming world, man, and we're gonna get it going, man. I like NBA 2K. I like going to the park. I like playing in the rec and the pro-am leagues and all that stuff like that when I have the time. So let's get it, man. Y'all look at me. My handle, I think it's Unusual One or something like that. Usual 130, I believe. If you're looking at if you want to know my Xbox, Unusual 130, UNUSUALWON 30. That's my Xbox handle right there. And check me out on IG. Y'all follow me on IG, man. I'm doing some good things over there. I'm actually loading content up on my IG account. Start loading content on the TikTok. Subscribe if you haven't liked or subscribed to the video, subscribe to the YouTube. Okay. Next month, you guys, Patreon's coming out, man. I got some fire. I'm gonna be out in Africa, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all some fire. I think I might put all my Africa stuff on the Patreon. I might do that. Yeah, so look, stay tuned, man, for my Patreon coming out next month, man. I'm gonna put everything up on there. I'm gonna put some fire up on man. Y'all think what I'm talking about now? Oh man, I'm about to get some fire. I'm about to give y'all the real deal, man. We about to start talking about the diaspora. We about to start talking about, business ventures out there in Africa. We're gonna touch bases, man. We're gonna get into it, man. I'm about to put y'all up on some game. I'm about to help y'all get to the bag for real, man. I'm about to get to the bag myself, and I'm about to help y'all get to the bag for real, man. We're about to do some things, some big things. So stay tuned, man. Be on the lookout for the Patreon coming soon. Hit the like and subscribe button if you like the content. If you haven't done so already, do me a favor, man. Likes are free. Just hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. Trust me, man. I'm a good dude, man. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. Hit the like and subscribe button. We're going to stop struggle streaming, y'all. We're going to get it better. You see, we upgraded the studio a little bit. We got new equipment. We're still learning how to use it. But, hey, it don't stop and it won't stop. We here all day, every day. We're gonna start pushing out content on a daily basis. Wait till we get to Africa. We're gonna be putting out content on an hourly basis. I'm gonna flood it up, man. We at 220 something subscribers right now. Mark my word, end of the month, we'll be at 1K. That's right. I'm declaring it. End of month, we'll be at 1K viewers. Y'all wait and see. So this little podcast is growing, y'all. We ain't playing. Hey, love y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming out for the show. Really, really appreciate y'all. We're gonna rock out to the music that we came in with. Let me see here. There we go. Bring it back up. We're gonna rock out to the music we came in with. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all know I like to bust a little freestyle every now and then, man. Bop. I'm on the scene and I can't be stopped. Niggas on the scene, but they all gonna stop. When they see me walk up, yeah, I'm still the guy. Swear to God, got the sweater. I must be high. Y'all know how we do it over here, man. Hey, thank y'all for coming out, man. This is the Too Much Moxie podcast. I am your humble host, Too Much. And we just did another one, y'all. Another Modern Woman versus the Bible. We might do a part 2 when Terrell the King come on, man. I think we will. But we're going to get it, y'all. However we do it, we're going to get there together. Y'all like and subscribe to the video. Look out for the Patreon. Look out for the community that we're building, man. We're building players over here. We're building people that want to play the game and win the game over here, man. We're not playing over here. I promise you we're not playing over here. I promise I'm going to come with more fire than I'm coming with right now. I promise you. So, with that being said, man, hey, here we go. Hey, here we go. Hey, here we go. I need a chocolate girl wonder, just ripping the scene. Late night with Cool Whip, banana split with ice cream, melted down with the cherry on top. Y'all know I'm nature boy. I can't stop. Hard boiled, hardwired. Put your whole room on fire. Passion, desire. Fire, Mariah. I'm just playing, y'all. Hey, we out here. Peace. Thank y'all for watching the program. Thank y'all for watching the content. Like and subscribe button. I can't say it so many times, man. Please hook a brother up, man. Hit that like, subscribe button. And we out, y'all. Stay tuned.